Hey fam, how's it going? I thought I would take you on a trip with me to do a quick, no frills espresso. This is the one I usually do right before I have to go to work. It's a sort of a flat white latte style drink. So uh, let's go on the journey. So we will start over here with my coffee bar. Very quickly, I start with using a 22 gram basket for this super cute Breville unit. Powers on in about 15 seconds. So that's the startup. I will heat up my cup. I have one of these Ember mugs that I absolutely love. So I just put it under and run one cycle of water into it. That'll get it warm while I begin preparing my puck. So there's that. I'm going to be using some of the beans from that adventure company. This is the Raven, which I have that tag here. The Raven Dark Blend. It's pretty good. I have my espresso dosed out in 20 gram aliquots already. But I like to just check, and then I add a little spurt of water. And this is called RDT, or Ross Droplet Technique. And what it does is it keeps fines from sticking inside the grinder. And for the grinder, I have a dedicated hand grinder. This is a J Ultra. It's really good for what it costs. It can compete with multi-$1,000 grinders for the stuff that it produces. You could simplify this process if you had a good, electric grinder. But I kind of like the manual process. And it gives me a little bit of exercise. Grind, 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 grind. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. Put that back. So now we have a funnel. And this is a blind shaker. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. And what this is doing is it's kind of distributing all of the grinds, and any like big particles kind of get mixed with the small particles, and it prevents what's called channeling when you draw the shot, which can reduce to bad shots. So then you just like drop it in. And what I do is I just tap it till it's a little bit flat. Tap, 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 tap. And then this is a calibrated tamper to 25 pounds. Put it down there. You want the collar to seat flat, and then push, twist. Nice puck. Now, for puck prep and to keep things clean, I use a filter paper. And because I like the deep bed basket, I have to fill some of the headspace. So I use 2 of these top pucks. There we go. The espresso basket is ready. So I have, this is the portafilter handle for the Breville unit. Just pops right in. I take my warmed water, 1 cup, dump that out. This goes in, cup goes in. And let me take you down to get you a shot of it actually pulling. All right, here we go. So I do 20 grams in and about 50 grams of water out, which is a little bit longer than your standard espresso, but I feel it gives me a little bit better flavor. It also gives me a little bit more coffee. And I get that in somewhere between 30 and 40 seconds, which is a pretty good time ratio for me. Ooh, look at that, that looks good. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna take you back. All right, take this out. Take the portafilter handle out. I just set that there for cleanup. Set that there. And now we get the milk. So this actually came with the Breville. It's a nice little metal pot. Get some whole milk. You guys see what I'm doing here? There we go. And of course, this is all slowed down a little bit because I'm filming. It would be faster if I was just like doing my thing. So I let that. Get you there so you kind of see the. So I like my milk hotter than most people. They say you're supposed to do it just so you can touch the side, but I actually like mine extra hot. Usually right when you start hearing like paper tearing. There we go. Now I'll just set this here. Let the bubbles rest while I clean up the steam wand. That's one of the things with the Breville units. They don't have the insulated steam wands, so you really do have to like wipe it off right after you use it, otherwise it gets all caked on. It does have a nice self-purge cycle, so nothing will get like stuck up inside the wand. And for flavoring, I find a little bit of sugar-free caramel syrup. is my favorite. And then pro tip is just a pinch of salt. It really brings the flavor out. All right, bring the coffee over. And there you go, flat white, ready to drink. So there are places where that could be optimized to go faster and be a little bit easier. But this is sort of my morning routine when I'm doing my lattes and flat whites. When I'm really going for the high-end espresso, I go over to the flare here, which really makes really nice straight up espressos. Dave out. Love you guys lots. Bye.